Hello everybody and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. We have Milwaukee yet again. Actually, we're starting off the 4-game series, so we'll see them again tomorrow as well. I did try to look at the history of Nitro, but came up empty, so maybe he was on the Brewers the whole time? I don't know, Prince Fielder doesn't seem to be here, so I don't know what exactly happened with all this. We also don't have an off day until the 16th, I believe it is, so it'll be a little bit before we see the bench guys get a real shot out in the field this year. Gil out here for his first time this season. And in steps Tony Gwynn Jr. to start off another game. First pitch from Gil, a fastball called for a strike. Whoop, just bumped the mic there. That pitch out of the zone. And then a ground ball to second. Kester will throw over, and that will be good for the first out of the game. Ronnie Cedeno at the plate now. He'll look at strike one on a sinker. Grounds this one to third. Chief throws over. 2 down. Aramis Ramirez now at the plate. First pitch called a strike. And this one down and out. 1-1 the count. Gets this one into center field. Did he get all of it? Not quite. Lands at the base of the wall, but it will be good for a 2-out double. I'll say off the bat, I thought that one was probably leaving the yard, and it probably would have left some others. Our center field isn't as ridiculous as left center, but it is still 413 out there. That'll bring Braun to the plate. Trying to remember, I don't think he got a hit yesterday after having a very good first day. Grounds out to short here, and that'll end the inning. At least the top half. No score. Kester to lead off for the Squirrels, per the usual. Take a look at the Brewers lineup. Sean Hill will start the game for Milwaukee. The rest of the defensive lineup looks to be the same. First pitch called a strike. Second pitch swung on and missed. Grounds this one foul. 0-2 the count. Looks at strike 3, 1 out. That'll bring Marvin to the plate, hitting left-handed. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chief at the plate, he's been on a tear the first few games. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. Average currently sitting at 625. Has a big hole at the moment, and he looks at strike 3. We'll say Milwaukee's starters have not been the problem. I think just Derek Turnbow has been the problem. We've scored 6 runs over 2 games against Milwaukee, and I believe he has been responsible for every one of them. Here in the second inning, Bill Hall will start things off, and he looks at a strike and then hits one, a soft liner towards second, which Kester is able to corral. Nitro at the plate. I still really don't feel like he was on the Brewers before, but I don't know if I have a good way to look at his history other than to go back and rewatch games and hope I see him. Soft liner to first. Terry grabs that one. 2 down. Mercado at the plate. And he looks at ball one. And that one called a strike. And up and out. 2-1 the count. That pitch down and out makes it 3-1. And that fastball catches the corner. Full count. 2 outs. Nobody on base. Has not been a base runner, actually. Sorry. He strikes out swinging. There has been a base runner. Ramos Ramirez nearly hit a home run. He's been the sole base runner so far. As we go to the bottom of the second, no score. Terry up at the plate. That curveball goes out of the zone. And he keeps working Terry inside. It seems dangerous. Goes outside, but none of them have been in the zone yet. 3-0 the count. Fastball right down the middle. Terry taking all the way. Same pitch. Terry still taking, but now a full count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. I understood taking the first fastball, but the 3-1 pitch, that's like the textbook 3-1 pitch you swing at. So I don't know what Terry was waiting for. But he strikes out to bring Frank to the plate, and he has a 1-1 count so far. Hits this one. Got into it. Off the wall. That's probably 2 home runs Frank should have had in any other park. It's instead hit 2 off the wall in left center. Brings Tom to the plate. Runner on first. Only 1 out. 0-2 the count, though. And he'll swing and miss for the second out of the inning. Up to Zach now to try to drive in the early run. And he'll take strike 1. And that pitch down and in. Swings and misses. 1-2. Fouled away. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So each team with a double off the wall, but still nobody has scored as we go into the third inning. Van Hecken is going to lead things off for Milwaukee. Van Hecken still looking for his first hit this season. Looks at a strike. And that fastball off the plate, a little outside. And a fastball in the dirt. 2-1 the count. Make it 3-1. There's a fastball down the middle to fill the count up. And that pitch fouled away. Full count, nobody on base, no outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down now brings Sean Hill to the plate for his first at-bat of the year. And he has a 1-1 count. And pitch down and out. Grounds this one to short. Joey throws over. 2 down. Gwynn back at the plate. He ground out to second his first time up. Looks at strike 1. It's a pretty sharp liner, but pulled foul. Still might be the best swing Tony Gwynn's had this year. Grounds this one to short. And that will end the top of the third. Still scoreless. Joey to lead off things for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Joey looks at a pitch outside. And that pitch too low. Make it 3-0. Hill was able to come all the way back the first time in this situation. We'll see how he does here. And he's not able to come back. Joey reaches on a walk. That'll bring Gill to the plate, showing bunt. I'd say Gill is probably usually our strongest hitting pitcher, but that's not saying a whole lot. He is able to get a successful sacrifice. So runner on second with one out. Kester at the plate. He pops this one up. Ramirez standing right by third base makes the play. So 2 down now, and it's up to Marvin to come through, only hitting 100 in this young season. Remember, he struggled through most of the year last year before getting hot right at the end and through the playoffs. Excuse me. Has a 2-1 count at the moment, and it looks like he will come through with the base hit. Joey turns for home, and he will score. Squirrels take the 1-0 lead here in the third. Chief now at the plate with 2 outs. Runner on first, and he takes strike 1. And a pitch up and in. Pops this one up foul, but it looks like Ramirez will make the play, and he does. A third of the way through the game, the Squirrels finally take an early lead. Ronnie Cedeno to lead things off for the Brewers in the fourth. First pitch from Gill in the dirt. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And this one fouled away. 1-2. This one popped right by first base. Terry makes the play. 1 down. Aramis Ramirez, as noted earlier, nearly homered right off the center field wall. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. And that pitch off the plate. Ramirez does not chase it. Does swing and miss at a curveball for the second out of the inning. Ryan Braun now at the plate. Braun with the only RBI for the Brewers so far this season. Hits one into deep right center gap. It's going to one-hop the wall. Braun cruises into second base with a 2-out double. Bill Hall at the plate now with a chance to tie the game. And looks at strike 1. Swings and misses, 0-2. Grounds this one towards third. Chief grabs it, throws over, and that will end the top of the fourth inning. Still 1-0 Squirrels, and they will send Terry to the plate to lead off the bottom of the fourth. Hill winds and delivers a sinker for a strike. And then a changeup also over for a strike. Terry yet to swing. Finally fouls something off. And looks at a curveball for strike 3. Not a great start for Terry this game. Brings Frank to the plate, who nearly homered himself. Fouls the first pitch straight back. And then swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, Tom at the plate, struck out in his first at-bat. So I got a little tickle in my throat here. All right, Tom with a 1-1 count. That one is too low. Swings, fouls this one straight back to even the count at 2-2. Pops this one up, and it looks like Hill's going to field it himself, and he does. That will end the fourth inning. Squirrels still leading 1-0. Nitro to lead things off for Milwaukee in the top of the fifth. Nitro also looking for his first hit of the year. I think Nitro and Van Hecken are the only starting Brewers who have not gotten a hit yet. He'll look at strike 1 and then swing and miss at strike 2. pops this one up. Gill goes back and makes the play himself. 1 down. Mercado at the plate, struck out in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses, 0-2. Hits this one towards second. Kester grabs it and throws over. 2 down. Van Hecken struck out in his first at-bat. Although I'm sure the Brewers don't care too much how Van Hecken does at the plate. He's already shown against us. I think he has cut down every stolen base attempt we've had this series. He grounds out to end the inning. Halfway through the game, Squirrels up 1-0. Zach at the plate now in the bottom half of the 5th. Takes the first pitch for a ball, and then a fastball right down the middle for a strike. And that fastball too far inside. 2-1 the count. Hits this one right back up the middle. Hill does get a glove on it, but can't slow it down enough. And that will go down as a hit for Zach. Joey walked in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch in this at-bat. Swings and misses, make it 0-2. And Joey strikes out, and Van Hecken throws out Zach. Gill at the plate, suddenly with bases empty and 2 outs. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one, but pretty much right to Cedeno at second, and that will end the 5th inning. 1-0, Squirrels still lead. Hill to lead off things in the 6th, and it does appear he will hit for himself. Only down 1, I don't think that's a bad move. He'll take a curveball for strike 1. That pitch a little low. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Looks at strike 3, 1 down. Tony Gwynn Jr. at the plate has ground out, I believe, to second in both at-bats. One of them might have been to first. Can't remember for sure. In any case, he has a 2-0 count. That pitch catches the corner. 2-1. Swing and a miss to even it up at 2-2. And that pitch pretty well outside. Full count, 1 out, nobody on base. Called strike 3. Ronnie Cedeno at the plate now. 2 down, base is empty. First pitch called a strike. Second pitch called a strike. Called strike 3. Fastball right down the middle. Don't know what more Cedeno could have asked for. But we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 1-0 Squirrels, and Kester up to bat. Kester 0 for 2 today. Average sitting at 455. Looks at strike 1. Grounds this one foul down the first baseline. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Marvin 1 for 2 today. Has the 1 RBI of the game. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Hits this one a liner right to Cedeno. 2 down. Chief 0 for 2 today. His average down to 500. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. High hopper over Hill's head, but Cedeno will have time and does make the play. That ends the 6th inning. Aramis Ramirez due up for the Squirrels. We'll go ahead and change pitchers here. 6 scoreless innings. We'll put Gonzalez, put him into Chief's spot, but we will, let's see. Who hasn't gotten a hit yet? Phil hasn't even gotten an at-bat, so I should probably put him in. This might be a mistake, but we're going to stick with it for now. Still working out the tickle in my throat, if you can't tell. Ramirez, 1 for 2 on the day, looks at strike 1. Yeah, pitch too high. 2-1 the count. Make it 3-1. That pitch caught the corner. Full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gonzalez makes it work. That'll bring Ryan Braun to the plate. 1 down, nobody on base. First pitch called a strike. Change up outside. Gonzalez a little wild here, but he's doing enough. 2-2 the count. This one will get down for a base hit for Ryan Braun, a single into very shallow right. You get a pinch runner. Yabin is going to come in, even though he's rated a speed 8 and Braun was rated a speed 9, so that's an interesting decision. Bill Hall takes strike 1 and then swings and misses for strike 2. Swings and misses at the splitter, strike 3. 2 down, Nitro at the plate. Still has not gotten a hit in this season. Looks at strike 1. Grounds this one to third. Phil throws over, but does not have the arm to be over there. And that's going to go down as an infield hit. That is a... Oh, then a wild pitch is going to move the runners into second and third. So the decision to put Phil over there at third might come back to bite us. Mercado with a 1-1 count after that swing and a miss. And watches a splitter in the dirt. There he swings and misses at the splitter to make it 2-2. Grounds that one back towards the middle. Joey will grab it, throw it over. And that gets us into the 7th inning stretch. Still 1-0 Squirrels as we go to the bottom of the inning. Terry is due to lead off. Alright, and it doesn't look like... Actually, Yabin's going to stay in a place short, and somebody else came out of the game. Or maybe they just switched positions. I was fiddling with the mic, excuse me, with the microphone after the 7th inning stretch, so I didn't really catch exactly what the Brewers did there. But in any case, Terry, still facing Sean Hill, has a 2-1 count. He'll take a big cut, but comes up empty, 2-2. Fouls this one up. Will Van Hecken get there? It looks like he will. 1 down. Frank with double and a strikeout today. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Grounds this one towards first. Nitro will pick it up and step on first. Tom at the plate. 0 for 2 today. And he's going to get a base hit into left field. 2-out single for Tom. Brings Zach up to the plate. He is struck out and singled today. Looks at a ball low. Then a fastball for a strike. This one pulled too far foul down the third base line. 1-2. And this one gets away. It's going to move Tom up to second and make the count 2-2. But Zach swings and misses at the next one, and that will end the 7th inning. Squirrels still leading 1-0. We'll move into the 8th. Van Hecken due up for the Brewers. And we will go to our setup man extraordinaire, Hermida. Who do we want to put in here? I guess it have to be Miyake, because he's not gotten a hit yet. He did have a couple plate appearances yesterday, but grounded out in both of them. Does have the unfortunate effect of keeping Phil over at third, but Miyake should be able to play a competent enough right field. If I remember right, Miyake is faster than Marvin, but Marvin has the stronger arm. So maybe in a perfect world I would have swapped them around, but oh, this will work. Van Hecken quickly behind 0-2 as Hermida makes his season debut. Gets a ground ball to second. One down. Hill is going to hit for himself here. Thought maybe this would be a good time for the Brewers to go to the bench, only being down 1. But I guess I've also seen what the Brewers' bullpen has done for them the last couple games. 2 down now after a ground out to short. Gwynn Jr. takes a strike. And that pitch too low. Looks at the curve for a strike. 1-2. Swings and misses at the curve, and that will end the 8th inning. Hermida doing his usual job. It's pretty tough, I think, for Hermida when your standard is perfection. He very rarely gives up anything. If anything, it's Shibuya, who's actually a little bit shaky. He just gets so many opportunities for saves. Joey leads off the bottom of the inning with a base hit down the right field line for a single. Brings Phil with his first plate appearance of the year. Has an 0-1 count. Pops this one foul. Van Hecken should make the play, and he does. Kester at the plate now. 1 on, 1 out. And Kester swings and misses at the first pitch. That sinker nowhere close. Hill's still not wiping his brow, though. Gets that one over for a strike, 1-2. Kester pops this one up. Is it going to be shallow enough? No, Mercado makes the play. 2 down now. Marvin at the plate, 1 for 3 today, but he has the most important swing of the day. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Hits this one left field, but it hooks foul. Still 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the 8th inning. Squirrels up 1 as we go to the 9th inning. Cedeno Ramirez Yabin due up for the Brewers. So we'll get Shibuya out there to try to get his save. Put Quentin out there to actually play his, well, one of his natural positions. I think he's actually, well, I don't remember for sure. I want to say he started off as a left fielder and right field as a secondary, but that might be flip-flopped. In any case, he is definitely on the team for his bat, not his defense. Miyake is a natural center fielder, so that works out. Cedeno looks at a ball, and that one, pretty similar pitch, but called a strike. And this one's still too low. 2-1 the count. Oh, Shibuya not getting the call here. 3-1. Gets him to swing and miss to make it a full count. And this pitch fouled away. We'll do it again. Full count. Nobody out, nobody on base. Pops this one up. Tom, I think, just had to turn around. Makes the play. Brings Aramis Ramirez to the plate. He is 1 for 3 today with a double and 2 strikeouts. Looks at strike 1 here. And a line drive. Kester able to make the play. 2 out. Yabin, with his first plate appearance of the year, looks at strike 1. Yabin, you may remember, came in as a pinch runner for Ryan Braun. He grounds out to third. Phil, just enough arm, and that will end the ball game. Your final score today, Milwaukee Brewers 0, Indianapolis Squirrels 1. That puts the Squirrels at a 3-0 start this year. Obviously makes Milwaukee a 0-3 start. We'll look at some highlights here, but there's really only one, well, I guess maybe 2 swings that really mattered. Here's the one that scored the run. Guess you could say Joey's swing mattered, but actually he might have got on his walk there, didn't he? So yeah, it was only one swing that mattered. It's a walk, a sacrifice bunt, and then the RBI single. This play had me a little nervous. I didn't know if Phil would quite have the arm, but he did it. Shibuya and Marvin, your co-players of the game. I probably would have leaned towards Marvin myself, but we'll take it. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we've got one more with the Brewers again tomorrow. We will see you then.